to address the negative experiences and marginalization faced by the groups within the LGBTQ+ community. Through the Nail Bomber documentary, it dives deep into the 1999 terrorist attacks, where London's minority groups were under attack. Over 3 successive weekends in April, 3 nail bombs were set off in Brixton, Brick Lane, and Soho, killing a total of 3 people and injuring a total of 140. 2 decades on, Netflix has finally commissioned a one-off documentary. This examines the events which lead up to the bombings, the people caught up in the blasts, and even a man who went undercover in the BNP to help expose the killer, who was later revealed to be David Copeland. Taking a snapshot of the rising far-right political temperament in the country at the time, the documentary looks at the failings of the police in identifying the bombs as racial hatred crimes, and also questions whether enough was done to curb the pockets of white extremists banding together at this time. The first bomb was left by Copeland in the busy market of Electric Avenue in Brixton. However, a few market traders noticed a few black sports bags and saw that it contained a bomb, but they weren't quite sure what to do with it. One of the trader notes in the documentary, "I kid you not, a crackhead came and took the bomb out and stole the bag that was in it." By the time the police had called the authorities, the bomb had exploded. Nails embedded in the bomb and were placed there to cause a maximum damage of 48 who were injured, including a child who ended up with a 4-inch nail in his skull. The second bomb was placed in the Bengali community of Brick Lane, East London, on April 24th. Once again, it was placed in a black bag, and once again, it was tried to take to the police station, which was shut. The bomb exploded in the man's car, destroying several nearby buildings. The most prolific of all 3 bombs took place in the Admiral Duncan pub in Soho on Friday, April 30th, the start of a busy bank holiday weekend. The bomb, which was taped on the inside of a pub in a sports bag once again, was investigated by the manager of the pub when it exploded. 3 people, including a pregnant woman, were killed. This documentary was a good explanation of marginalized groups because it proved that people target smaller groups since they think and believe that they're misrepresented and they're an easy target. At a well-known gathering place for gay men, lesbians, and transgender people, which was known as the Stonewall Inn in Greenwich Village, which was a dark, crowded bar, reportedly without a liquor license. In the early morning hours of Saturday, June 28, 1969, policemen came into the Stonewall Inn and arrested several employees for selling alcohol without a license, beating up many of its patrons, cleared the bar, and according to the New York criminal statute, they arrested anyone of not wearing at least 3 articles of gender-appropriate clothing and took several people into custody because of that. It was the 3rd raid on Greenwich Village gay bars in a short period, and instead of people milling outside who retreated or scattered, they did the opposite. They began to riot. The Stonewall riots are a great example of marginalized groups because it shows how minorities and smaller groups of people can come together as one from different genders, different races, and different stereotypes, and fight for something that they believe in. The LGBTQ+ community has a multitude of positive marginalized groups that have contributed significantly to the process of LGBTQ rights and culture. Through their strength and activism and efforts to challenge societal norms, this community, trans, bi, non-binary, and genderqueer have helped shape a more understanding and diverse society that celebrates and embraces LGBTQ+ experiences. Stonewall Forever is a documentary which brings together so many different people, all wishing to help one huge minority group, one huge minority marginalized group. By prioritizing representation, societies can and will move forward towards a more inclusive future where all individuals, regardless of their background, are seen, heard, and valued.